We're gonna be doing a bonfire on the beach. And for this Minnesota girl, we never did nothing like that before back in the sticks. This is Caleb and this is Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. You such limitations.
I'm gonna start vlogging. So does that make me like a professional vlogger before I'm successful? Or am I a vlogger now because I decided?
Vloggers at heart.
Vlogger at heart?
Once a vlogger, always a vlogger.
Alright, well, I was actually doing it before I ever actually knew I was actually doing it. We have to go to Home Depot and get the wood.
Sure.
Okay, we got all the last little bits of the stuff for the bonfire party part. Like paper, we had to get a notebook paper. We were trying to use newspaper. Nobody has a newspaper since 1999. He bought a notebook. Sorry, school. Sorry, Obama. Yeah.
It was 25 cents. It's pretty much the excuse.
I mean, we don't actually have kindling, but hopefully we'll be able to get some kindling at Home Depot. I mean, I don't know if Cali people know what kindling is. In Minnesota, we actually know what kindling is because we make, kindling.
Can you educate us, please? Those of us who are ignorant.
Yeah, so kindling is smaller pieces of the bigger pieces of wood we're trying to get on fire.
Isn't that what the paper's for?
Wrong.
No, if you just use the paper, it won't start.
You put it underneath.
It won't start. It won't start. I hope this is a joke.
What, that I went the wrong way?
Oh, where are we going?
The Home Depot.
Grapevine is that 35.
I took the wrong turn again.
Oh my
I'm so distracted by the video.
Okay, so
On the map.
I'm the map, if there's a place you gotta get, I can get you.
820
We're taking
and 30. So
I learned how to. I was gonna say, I was in Cub Scouts.
oh, we got a Cub Scout! Yeah!
So,
Genius. So what I was saying. So verification, please.
all I know is that you got your fire, you got your fuel, which could be like a sock, or in our example, it's some
Wood.
We didn't bring
You need,
socks, guys.
You need wood that burns it. So, yeah.
So you didn't talk about kindling in
Nope.
Scouts?
Nope, that's unessential.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody check out LCU. And there it is. There it
So
is.
Jeff was put in our car for a reason, so he could start the fire.
Only God can make wet wood burn.
True, but we have him, so
It just takes longer to get it to start.
you just gotta pray really hard.
So look at it and go.
Is that what he did in the story? Elijah, where he's like wet the wood and everything?
Is there a
Did he
story
yell?
about wet wood?
You don't
Yeah.
know that? Where he, like Elijah builds the altar and then he basically, it was a challenge to these other gods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Was it wet wood?
He said put like a pit around it and he says cover the wood with water, like wet it basically. And then God was like landed the fire on it.
He said, where are your gods? In the bathroom? I don't think we're going to Home Depot. I think you're lost.
Oh,
No,
it's down here.
listen, it's right by here.
Pretty sure you're lost.
We pretty much could have gone here first.
Yeah, but you didn't know where it was.
Yes.
But I knew where that one was.
It's right next to Sprouts.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we actually could have got this done earlier.
I have a kombucha. Yeah, I had to shake it to get the stuff at the bottom because I wanted to drink it. I think most people don't want to drink the bottom part, but that's how that's probiotics. That's where all the probiotics are. We're going to get wood. If I were wood, where would I be? He's asked, do you think Home Depot's gonna have firewood?
I don't know. I just have a feeling it's just lumber.
Lumber? We can burn some lumber.
I don't know why we thought this was fire.
Verdict is Home Depot has no wood.
Home Depot was a fail.
Good thing. We have no other plan. We don't actually need firewood. I don't think we actually need firewood.
What would we need then?
We need firewood. She's crazy.
I love how Home Depot has no wood.
They actually have a lot of wood.
I feel like there's gonna be that one person that's gonna comment saying, "You guys are dumb. The wood was like right there. You just didn't see it."
Where do we get wood?
The gas stations have them.
You think so?
Maybe Kroger.
Kroger.
Kroger?
Yeah.
No, Kroger's not. Kroger doesn't have anything. So you're telling me this 7-Eleven's
look
gonna
here.
have firewood?
They might.
Actually, you might be right. Side.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really great bonfire. I can't wait to see how we actually set it up. Have you ever assembled a fire pit?
I played with Legos my whole life.
Are you
I
saying
had
that's the
exact
case?
opposite experience.
As long as I have instructions, I can.
This is why we... Jeff, that would have been hilarious. Maybe they have firewood inside.
Doubt it.
No wood at the gas station.
Going back to Walmart.
I bet Kroger has it. We're gonna get there past the people.
We're going back to Walmart.
Jeff's calling Kroger. I bet Kroger has it because we're going to Walmart, you know? See how that works? Okay, so tell us the Uber story. I'm ready.
Hard to drive and think at the same time.
Is it?
Yeah. And I missed the turn again. At this point, guys,
We should just not have the bonfire.
at this point, why are we even trying?
We're ready.
It was like an hour-long car ride. I asked him if,
Want some nuts?
because I just started doing small talk, just talking to him, just, you know, how long he's been in Uber and all sorts of stuff like that. I don't remember exactly how we got there. He's kind of Catholic, and I was like, well, what do you mean? His family's Catholic, but he doesn't really go to mass.
The
And
what? We couldn't hear you.
I said,
Serious talking.
I said, I'm not religious, I just love Jesus.
Oh.
Went through my whole testimony, or God freed me from depression, suicide, prescription drugs.
Kroger didn't answer.
It's the Lord wanting us to go to Walmart.
Let's take bets. Who thinks that wood's gonna be at Walmart?
Wood's gonna be at Walmart. It's not a Walmart, we're just gonna tell everybody it's open.
I think Kroger would, because grocery stores like that are about family environment.
Uh-huh.
They're about, you know, you have all your needs.
We have everything. We're super local.
You can stock. This is not an ad.
Kroger is not a sponsor of this video.
They have wood.
Well, we're not going to Kroger, actually, we're going to Walmart.
What?
Also not sponsoring this video.
His book is at Walmart, and you should go get it. Ashley Henry's Jesus' love story.
Yeah.
Love story with Jesus.
This is an image of it right here.
Yeah.
Wait, why aren't we going to Kroger, bro?
You said Kroger's right.
We just passed it.
I have no idea where I'm at.
Walmart.
The neighborhood market's not going to have it.
Does that gas station have it?
Oh, yeah.
That gas station has it.
They have it.
That gas station has
Oh
it.
my gosh, y'all.
You're in the wrong lane. There, it's right there. It's
I
right there.
know, I'm trying to get in the other lane.
Oh, you ain't even just turn.
This is
I told
already.
you gas stations have wood.
We found it. Bonfire back on. They didn't even know we canceled it, but we canceled it, and now we just turned it back on. We got
Look
wood.
at that glorious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jesus. Victory. We need kindling. Don't we need kindling? Let's see if they have kombucha in this gas station.
Kombucha senses.
Probably not. Only cuties. We're not sponsoring cutie either. We would be some amazing sponsors.
Someone wants another drink, though.
Like kombucha?
Someone the other day asked me how kombucha tasted. I
What did
just
you say?
I just told them, like, it tasted like sweet beer.
Interesting analogy. But it's so tangy.
Fresh oil from heaven.
We found oil at the gas station. Are you excited? Are you so excited? Jesus loves you guys a lot. Minnesota people can carry it with one hand. We're getting all the wood because we're gonna have all the fun. What do you think, Caleb? Boy from California?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a fire on the beach, Caleb?
Yes.
So you know what you're doing?
No. Also not a sponsor.
This guy's gonna give us free wood for all the bonfires we ever needed in Texas.
Now we are going to Grapevine Lake. We actually don't know where at the lake we're gonna go.
To the left, to the left.
I don't even remember where I left out. Can you serenade us, please?
Like Jericho. Like Jericho.
Is this Beyonce?
Yeah.
Sound.
You guys listen.
It took me a second.
Follow Jeff at his YouTube channel with the link in the description below.
You must not know about me. What's your story?
What is
The Uber store. I told him, picture having a backpack on, and if you filled it with all the sin that you've ever committed, would it be heavy? And he was like, yeah. And I said, well, that's your debt towards God. That's what separates you from him, and that's what prevents you from having a relationship with him, which is what he wants. He doesn't want you to have a religion. He wants you to have a relationship with him. And then I explained to him a different picture. I said, okay, you're $10,000 in debt against the bank, and I wrote you a check for $10,000. What would happen to the debt? It would be completely gone, right? He's like, yeah. That's what Jesus did on the cross with his blood. He paid the price for your sin. He became sin so that you can become righteous, so that you could have a relationship with God. And if Jesus were in this car right now, would you give your life to him? Would you say, I'm going to follow you? And he says, yeah, if he was in the car right now. So I actually believe Jesus is in this car right now. But he's kind of like the wind, where you know it's there not because you can see it, but because you can feel it. So would you be cool if I prayed with you and asked if you could feel Jesus right now? And he says, sure. So I just prayed, Jesus asked for you to show Tino that you're here right now. I said, all right, what'd you feel? I felt chills go down my body. I said, yeah, that's Jesus. I said, he's in this car right now. I asked him, do you want to give your life to Jesus? And he says, yeah, I do. No, this isn't just you saying a prayer to go to heaven. This is you saying, I'm going to turn away from the path that I'm going on and go after God instead. I'm not gonna follow the way of the world, but I'm gonna follow him. I'm giving him my life. Is that something you're saying, yes, you want to do? And he said, yeah, I want to do that. Pray as if you're talking to Jesus, because he's in the car with you. And he did. This was pouring out, talking about righteousness, talking about intimacy in the secret place. I ended up giving him my number, swapping information.
Whoa!
And I knew it was going to be one of those things where it's going to be kind of intimidating. And so he pulls up, and I get in the car, and he's this white dude. He's all tatted up. He's got this big beard. Just looks like a biker dude that could kill me in 10 seconds. But I knew I was going to talk about the Lord. So you could just sense like just a weight on him in the car, and he's like, I'm okay. And I asked him, are you a man of faith? And he says, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Was that, were you when you were a kid or anything like that, or just never have been? He's like, when I was a kid, I was like that. I said, what happened? I just fell away from it all. And I said, yeah, bro, I actually went through the same thing when I was a teenager, and I shared with him my testimony. I grew up as a pastor's kid, and all about like my depression and like trying to kill myself 6 different times and all this different stuff, and how Jesus miraculously set me free. Talking about sin, and if I asked him if you had a backpack that and all your sin was in it, would be heavy, and he's like, yeah. So of course, we've all sinned, we've all fallen short of the glory of God. If Jesus were in the car with you right now, would you say yes, and I'm gonna follow you? And you could just see he was like so conflicted. He's like, I don't know, man. And I said, well, that might be what your mind's telling you, but what's your heart telling you right now? And he's just dead silent. And I said, well, actually, I believe he is in the car right now. And I said, can I pray with you? Take 10 seconds and ask him to show that he's in this car right now. And he says, okay. And I explained, it's like, explain that you're gonna feel him, whatever. So I pray for him, and I say, what'd you feel? And he's just like blank stare, didn't say anything. And he's like, wow, man. And I was like, what? I was like, what'd you feel? I was like, come on, bro, tell me, what'd you feel? And then he starts tearing up, and he says, bro, to be honest, I just feel really sad.
What?
And I was like, well, what's going on, bro? I'm your friend. Talk to me. And he just starts crying.
No!
And I put my arm around, like he's driving, I'm passenger seat, and I like pull and I put my arm around him, and I'm like,
no.
And I just start telling him about the love of God for him. I'm like, dude, I know exactly what you've been through. I know what it's like to be in that place where you think there's nothing left, where you're hopeless, where you're at your rope's end, you think you just can't take it anymore, and you just want to give up. But I know a God who loves you. I know a God who died for you, who wants to have a relationship with you. I just started pouring into him like that, and he's crying. And then I said, listen to me, man. I believe Jesus is in this car right now. And he says, I do too. And I said, do you want to give your life to Jesus? He says, yes, I do.
I do.
When we got to the house, I'm going to lead you through this prayer. But this is the thing. You may have heard this prayer 1,000 times before. You may have said it a bunch of times before. But the reason this time is going to be different is because you're not going to say it because you're afraid of going to hell. You're not going to say it because your pastor's there. You're not going to say it because your parents want you to. You're going to say it because Jesus is in this car, and you're going to say it to him.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. And so I led him through the prayer, and at the end of it, he just was sitting there, and the peace of God was in the car. And he just sat there for probably about a minute, just sitting there resting in the presence of God.
Wow.
I shared with him about how he's a new creation as of that moment. That old things have passed away, all things have become new, everything that he regrets, everything that he thought who he was, and his perspective on who he is and his value is gone, and he's a new creation, a son of God, completely one with the Spirit of God. And ended up giving him my information and put my number in his phone, and same thing as the other guy, just to send him like some videos and get him connected. But
That's amazing.
it was a fun day.
Wow, this is so Minnesotan. So Minnesota.
Doing the mom arm.
I think we're lost again.
No.
We're going to Minnesota. Look at it. Minnesota. Going to the cabin. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna get the tuna casserole out on the fire, and we're gonna go out on the boat, and we're gonna go fishing at the hot spots. Hey, I got a fishing joke. When somebody asks you where you caught the fish, you know what you tell them, Caleb?
No, I
When
don't.
someone tells you, you tell them in the upper lip. I don't want to give all your secrets away. Boat ramp. We made it! We made it! We made it! Which go? Which way are you gonna go? Which go? Which way you're gonna go? Is this the lake? That looks like a swamp.
That's not what we're looking for. Well, this looked legit, right? We probably should have done a little bit more research as to where we were actually gonna go.
I think we had this little discussion prior to this discussion. This looks like a swamp.
It's not really beachy, is it?
There's a reason nobody's here.
Okay.
We're gonna find a private beach. We're gonna find a private beach. We're gonna find a private beach.
We paid $2 to regret this decision.
Yeah, because it's a boat launch. That's why it's $2. Or we're gonna find a private beach designated by Jesus. Oh look, there's a dumpster.
Hey, that's dirt, right? It's like a dirt beach.
Let's keep going.
I think we're about at the end here. Here, there's some like rocks looking, sand looking stuff.
I think we're looking for a beach.
I think we made a poor choice of where we were gonna go.
Let's go find a different beach. We should have asked him
Oh,
if this
beach
was
trail,
a beach.
beach trail. Right?
Well, what does that mean?
Do we
We're
wanna,
gonna go on adventure.
do we
Let's
wanna
go
walk
look.
down there?
Yeah, let's go. Is that the trail? All right, we're going on this beach trail. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Do you think this is where we're supposed to go? I think we got a private beach on our hands. This is great. Nothing like. Whoa! Just find some. Looks like we got a private beach. You think this will hold me?
Yeah.
We found a private beach. We found a private beach. We got a private beach. Caleb said we weren't gonna get a private beach. I'm out of breath. This is a private beach full with rocks. Good thing nobody's going swimming, cause this water is nasty. All right, we got a dope beach here. A dopey beach. A dopey beach. A dope beach. Hey Caleb, what do you have to say about this private beach that doesn't exist, huh? Huh?
It's a little rocky.
It's a little rocky, but it's our
But
private.
I bet you the stars are gonna be crazy tonight. Because there's like no lights around. Well, now we gotta get everything and bring it over here. So
Good thing we don't have a flashlight. You see that? Bigfoot. Hopefully they got chairs. We got a private beach! We got a private beach! Yeah! Wow! Are you excited? How is anybody gonna find this? Nobody's gonna find us.
sure they will.
Why are you so excited? Look at your face right now. Look at it. Look at it.
I'm so excited.
We got some visitors. Can you see y'all? You can just ride around anywhere. We got some visitors. Can you see y'all? You can just ride around anywhere. absolutely, totally disgusting. You guys want to water?
Sure. Yeah, she's vlogging.
I'm vlogging. Because I'm playing in the mud, people. You guys so much.
Enjoy, you guys. It's like a fish skin. There's like full fish over here.
They're not gonna be able to find it. I got a poker right there.
Y'all find it? All right. Okay.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
Cool. All right.
Can't believe it.
No, it's actually a pretty decent spot. There they are. They're walking up like, what's going on?
Is this even a beach? Let's go greet them. How's it going? What are you thinking about this trail here? How we got you to the beach?
We are adventuring.
Wow.
Wow!
What do you have to say, Cameron? What do you think about this?
You know, she got a chair, but
Hey!
Yo, what's up? He was here because I can't put stuff like that.
just some screws.
He practiced with Legos.
Yeah, we were talking on the
So
car.
it had
how
to
he
be put
practiced
together,
with
huh?
Huh?
It had to be put together?
Just
Yeah,
the legs.
Just the legs. Everything else was like that. Like we didn't have to
Oh, that was
put like the. I have no clue what I'm doing. You're front and center. It looks like.
I
Yeah, you
missed when he
you
just
missed the
fell.
best moment.
So now he's sitting. Look at him. Look at him. Sitting from the chair. That was not a chair. It's a table. The fish?
Yeah.
Why don't we move it?
that was-
Wow, you can just pick it right up. Oh.
Don't throw it in there.
I thought you like was gonna bring to that.
I was just kidding, dude.
Bro, that thing's strong. It just broke your stick. I totally forgot that was
What are you doing?
What are you doing? That looks like my car's leaving, but it's not. It scared me.
Already stuff and all of this happening that's like...
What is going on right now? And it's dark in the house, every light's off. And I go and I open the door to our room. And as I open the door of the room, I see like from behind me a super bright flash. And my thought goes, is it storming right now? And I turn around and I look out the back and it's not storming at all.
Was Paul asleep?
Yeah, he was snoring. And I end up going in the room and I start talking to him. What if we see an angel? I was like, Lord, can I see? Whatever. If there's an angel behind me, I want to see it. And he was freaking out because he didn't want to see it.
I was like, no, I don't want to wake up to a man in my room. Just standing
Baby
there
steps,
staring at me
Lord.
with no expression, just... I want to see that. Oh yeah, so I told him to put on some Eric Gilmore and I was going to play the Bible on my phone. I was like, dude, watch, bro. Something's going to happen, bro.
What, bro?
Something's going to happen. And then, well, we went to sleep. I wake up. I'm trying to go to sleep and all of a sudden I'm hearing like this yelling. Like, I'm hearing, Jesus. But it's loud enough to where I can hear it like over the fans that are going in our room. And I'm like, dude, is Jaden and Seth in the secret place yelling to Jesus right now? Like, because they've done it before, yelling in their closet right now. And And I asked all the guys the next day, the next morning, I was like, dude, were you guys like yelling at night, dude? They were like, no. And everybody was asleep, so I was like, I was tripping. I was like, Lord? Creepy. I sat up looking at Caleb, I'm like, Caleb. Caleb. I got some ash in my mouth. That was not cool.
Look at those little embers in the bone. Fire of the Holy Ghost.
How do you feel, Gianna? What did you get?
I got tart and kiwi and bananas and strawberries and granola.
There's like a domino effect. All the sin that I was enslaved to, all the, false patterns of thinking. Boom. It was day and night. The music I listened to switched. I used to like vape, and I used to smoke, and I used to drink, and I used to, come to work on pills, or I used to do Adderall. Like, I used to make pizza dough, and like usually a shift would be like 8 hours, and if it was like a busy night, it'd be like 10 hours. And then when I would do Adderall, I'd get done in like 3 hours. Done. Like, it was honestly like an overnight thing for me. But they all saw the shift in my life. Like, I wasn't addicted anymore. I wasn't, I was free from all these things. But they didn't see it as freedom, you know what I mean? When you're in the flesh, you don't see it as freedom. Because when you're living in the flesh, your indulgence in the flesh is your freedom. It's actually your bondage. So I love church. I had my Bible. I was reading my Bible. I read the whole New Testament in like a month, dude. Never did I read any of it out of like, I have to. Like the fruit of lifestyle Christianity and just the community out here, it's evident. Yeah. And then so people would be like, you still want to be a pastor? You still want to be a teacher and stuff? Because I was teaching the same class that like was taught to me when I got saved. I started teaching that. I don't want to be so focused on an office or a position that God hasn't appointed me to be in. God, like, I just want to love you. I just want to love you, and if you want me to be in a place of, appointment, put me there, but I don't want to chase that. It's cool being around people that are like from New York, and from California, and from Texas, and just all over.
It's crazy when you see so many people from all over the world that like think just like you. And where you came from, it was like nobody.
The community is like the biggest difference. One mind and one purpose. I was reading the other day in 1 Corinthians, and the first thing that Paul said about unity was to be in one mind and one purpose. That's what it is out here, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool to be at Love in Action yesterday. Front row, listening to Todd White.
I never want anything else in the whole world. You already did it. Going to the school.